You guys ready? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
We can. You know what we can't hear? The music.
What's that funny noise?
Do you want me to do it in radio voice or regular voice?
Do it however you want. Do it in Canadian.
Now I can't do it at all. Ooh. That Chick's Out, eh? Hello, everybody, and welcome to That Chick's Out with Damon and Ted. He's Damon, that makes me Ted. Damon, how was your week? Wow, it is loud.
It's very loud. Yeah. What did you ask me?
Something about your beak, I think.
I'm over here. Yeah, sounds good. Yeah.
Can we break the headphones again?
Hey, my week was good. Let's start, though. We do want to start. We're doing a giveaway.
We are doing a giveaway.
We're doing a giveaway. Tell them about it, Ted.
Totally forgot. We have a book given to us by our former teacher.
Yeah.
I don't like to say like old teacher or like our former teacher.
Yeah, an accomplished author.
Yes.
Third book.
He has 9 first names. I don't know which one he wants to go through on this.
I call him Mr. Sloan.
You call him Mr. Sloan.
Yes, I do.
Albert Barney.
Yes. Yes, we have his book.
We have his book. We have one of our mugs.
Mm-hmm.
We have some coffee to go with our mugs from our friends up the street at 10 Drops Coffee. This is news to them. I don't know if they know that, but we'll be getting that.
Yeah.
So what you set the parameters for the giveaway?
Yeah, actually, what I wanted was people to either
You said that
recognize
yes.
their favorite
We're
teacher.
going to post a video about the giveaway on social media, and then in the comments, we wanted people to talk about their favorite teacher and why they were inspired by them. And we were going to ask Mr. Sloan to pick the one that
we'll let him pick
touches
the winner
him the most.
Yeah, we'll let him pick the winner because he's had a ton of students throughout the years that he's taught, and we're going to let him pick the winner.
Yeah, this is an autographed book and a mug and a coffee, so you can give it to someone.
Yeah.
As a gift if you want, or you can keep it as a gift for yourself. It's a great book.
White Elephant.
I've read it. It's fantastic. I've told you it's fantastic because we know you don't read.
Right.
So
yeah. Hey, I've heard this book is great.
Also, we should mention that this giveaway is also news to Mr. Sloan.
Yes.
But that's how we roll.
Yeah. Congratulations.
We've only had this book for 700 years.
Right.
And we keep forgetting to work this giveaway.
Yeah, the book's good. I'm more doing the White Elephant thing. You're going to get a mug that has our mugs on it.
Yeah.
So, but no, and then 10 Drops Coffee. So.
Highly popular.
Yeah.
You know what you won't get?
A hat.
Oh, you nailed it.
A hat. Yes.
I thought I was going to have to finish that.
Let me just nip this in the bud right now. Okay.
You just need to nip this in the bud.
Hats are not available. I cannot. Listen, I can get kids' hats if we want to sponsor us like a baseball team. We could get kids' hats, okay? But I cannot get adult hats right now. And even the guys that do our embroidery and everything else, I talked to them. They're in the same boat. They have stuff they've had on order for 4 months. They claim it's sitting offshore.
I mean, that's probably true. It's probably sitting off
I believe so.
Los Angeles. Yeah.
So they did say that the hat company they work with, which is the one I order through, is now air shipping stuff to try to catch up on their back orders, but they're hoping after the first of the year they'll be able to be caught up. So as of right now, I have nothing, and I'd love to because people are really asking about it.
Well, by people, we mean Eric of the Casey Whisker crew. We'd like to thank him. We did a shirt exchange.
Oh yeah,
he bought a shirt. I bought a shirt.
Yeah,
which means that neither one of us had to buy shirts because that'd be dumb.
Right.
I'm going to send you a shirt and money. You send me a shirt and money. How about we just send shirts?
Yeah. I see a trade. I see a trade coming. So didn't you try to trade me for the shirt? I think is what you were saying.
I did.
Right. Yeah.
It would have been a great deal.
Yeah. But unfortunately, he knows me, and he's not going to take that deal.
We did a 5-8K once. On sand dunes.
How do you
Hey, Eric, can you pick a great place for us to do a 5K? Yeah, I can do a place that we can get lost on sand dunes for 20 minutes, like for 2 hours.
Yeah. Hey,
that sounds fun.
They almost gave me one of them 26.2 stickers after that because I was real close. I was real close.
That certainly felt like 26.2 for that guy. But where did we eat lunch that day? The Roadhouse.
Yeah, Roadhouse. So no, I wanted to talk about that first. Hey, as far as my week.
Yes, you're weak. You are weak.
When you really have control over the dream, but when you remember it, is a lucid dream when you are steering it?
When you are controlling it.
You're steering it.
Yes.
Okay. So it wasn't a lucid dream, but it's a dream I remember. Okay.
That's what we just usually call dreams.
Okay.
Because dreams you don't remember don't exist. You didn't remember the dream. So
I had a dream that my son, for some reason, was going, I don't know which son, just my son. I had to get the cake to celebrate. He was going to, I'm guessing U of I because it had a big I on it.
Yeah, this sounds very Martin Luther King.
Yeah,
I have a dream.
Very weird. So anyway, I go and get these cakes. I pick up 2. Well, if he's going to Illinois, we all know that it's orange and blue, right? So I pick up a cake. One cake has a red eye on it, and one cake has a blue eye. I remember this. Now here's the catch. So I'm transporting these home from the store, only I have to walk through the woods and I'm dragging them on kayaks. Okay. So I spill a cake. Okay. And I call the store and complain about a faulty kayak. Like I totally Karen it. They're bringing me another cake to my location. They go, where are you at? I go, I'm in the woods. I'll find you. Okay. They show up. I'm eating the ground cake.
Oh, yeah. No, I was waiting for that part
in
of the
my
story.
own dream. I'm still a fat pig and eating the ground cake.
Yeah.
And the guy gets there and he goes, you're eating that off the ground. I'm like, not all of it touched the ground. I'm eating the top stuff.
Only the layer touched the ground.
Yeah.
Right.
Like okay, there's
You stop when you get to that.
Correct.
Right.
Correct. If I see a leaf, I'm done. Okay. I'm done. But yeah, and then I kind of woke up after that. But it was so weird that I'm pulling these kayaks through the woods and then it tips over the cake and I was severely pissed. So I called the store and I'm like, your kayak, this is defective. And they found me in the woods just to tell me you're eating the ground cake. Yeah. And that was my dream.
Yeah.
And so realistically, if you were to judge me on that, is that just my affection for cake? I don't really
think
know.
it had nothing to do with your son going to college.
You know, I mean, I don't really,
I just don't understand the kayak part because
I don't
I've
either.
never seen you.
And I left the parking lot. Here's the deal. I left the parking lot. I walked past all the cars and like almost in my brain, I'm like, where am I going? I walk right into the woods and I start pulling these kayaks full of cake.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, and then
I mean, that does show your level of outdoorsmanship that you would think that, you know what would be great in the woods? Couple kayaks.
well, I did go to Bass Pro Shop
now
for
you
Santa
say
Claus
this
pictures.
as if
yeah.
it's a dream and if it was kind of not plausible, not something that would happen. On Thanksgiving, I was carving the ham and the turkey because we do both because my kids like ham more than turkey. I don't remember which one of them fell on the ground, but one of the meats slipped and fell on the ground.
The entire
some
thing?
Some of the carved stuff.
Okay.
I was like, we have enough meat to feed 700 people, whatever. That's dead to me. My wife was like, oh, well, everything except for the first slice didn't touch the ground. So my family and my mom, if you're listening to this now, some of you might have been eating floor meat.
Nice. Hey, but
I paid close attention to where that landed on the platter.
but you had no kayak ham.
No, I didn't have
Okay.
a kayak.
All right. Just checking. Just checking.
I had fake linoleum
yeah.
wood tile lamp. I don't know what my mom had in it for.
So that's really all I remember from the week. Well, I had to build another ramp for my grandma, so I put one at her house. And
did you take any bikes off a sweet ramp or anything?
no,
Did you ever take
no,
off any
no.
sweet
First
jumps?
off, if I try to jump off that, I'm going to go right into the wall because it backs up to the wall.
Can I offer you a bike?
Can I put a motor on it? I'd like you to get some speed.
Yeah, Brian and I were having a conversation. I suppose I should. Macintosh and I were having a conversation, and I was like, Damon has not jumped in anywhere on this.
Yeah.
What is going on? Because usually, even if you're busy but you can still get to your phone, you're like, guys, I'm busy. I don't give it. You're like, stop.
Right.
Stop or take it off somewhere else. Take it one-on-one.
Yeah.
Nothing. Brian and I are having and it was early. Like, it was in the morning. Like, I didn't expect Brian to respond so quickly. I just I'm going to throw this out. 6 hours from now, I expect, Brian to crack his eyes and be like, well, I don't know what you're talking about. Wait, what?
Yeah.
But he immediately responded. We're going back and forth. And suddenly, like, I don't know, a couple hours later, you're like, this is what I've been doing. And it's literally like a totally fresh install of like what probably in this day and age is $7,000 worth of wood and everything. And I was like, oh, yeah, that guy's busy.
Yeah. What's funny is I had to go over there. I moved cabinets and stuff that's been in my grandma's house like before I was born. You know what I mean? So I'm moving all the stuff in the
that's a good
garage.
point, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm moving all. It's very nostalgic. It was very cool. They have on the side of one of the cabinets that hasn't probably moved since before I was born. There's a bottle cap remover. It says Pepsi Cola. Real old, weathered. It's really cool, and some other stuff, and like some of my grandfather's tools. And it's really neat. But so I moved that all over, and I go and I build this thing. So I did that on Tuesday. And then on Thursday and Friday, I spent a total of about 14 hours there, and not counting my Home Depot time where I had to go pick up the stuff,
Wait, how many trips did you make?
Just one. You know what was great is I drew it all out, and I literally have one deck board left and a hunk of 4x4, and that's it. I needed no other material. I used everything I had.
You said deck, right?
I said deck.
All right.
Yeah. A hunk of deck material. Yes. But anyway, like I said, that's what I was doing. But I heard the phone ping, because I got my music on,
right,
and it'll cut in and ping, and I'm like, who's doing this?
That's why I was like, how is he not? Because I'll be at work,
losing my mind,
and I'll have my phone, and we have ways to chat internally through like work systems,
right?
and I'll be talking to someone or doing something, and I can't. My hands are busy, but it'll just be like ping, 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 and I tell everyone that like who doesn't know what's going on. They're like, "Oh, what's that?" I'm like, "Oh, that's my phone." People just need to get. That's how I play that off. Is that's how busy I am. Like sometimes when you guys don't see me, I'm answering all those individual like.
Oh,
I pretend it's individual like
great
different
story,
things, and I'll go in and it's someone like send, can't send, believe, send, that they send, did, send, this, send. And I'm like, just put it in a sentence for God's sake.
It's called sentences. They go from left to right.
I hate that so much. Or when you're texting someone and they ask you a question and you start responding to that question and then they ask you another question.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, actually, my answer is going to be confusing. My answer will be clear to the first question. But it'll confuse the second question.
Yeah.
So then you start rewinding, and then they ask you a third question before. Like, just put it in a paragraph.
Yeah.
I hate the fact that texting has made it so we can't apparently communicate in full sentences, paragraphs anymore. Where we have to be like, hey, I got a question. Okay, before you answer that question, I got another question. It's confusing to the other question. Okay, let me answer those. Whoa, I got a third question. Okay, but wait, it's like
Yeah.
And I know that sounds like old man shaking fists at cloud, but man, it happens more often than I'd like to admit.
No, but that's what I did yesterday because I sent a picture. There was like 9 of us in this group text that were talking about doing this at Grandma's house.
No one likes to brag.
Right. So anyway, they're all family members and stuff, but I send a picture and I go, Grandma's all set. That's all I said. I said, Grandma's all set. Right. And so
Did you accidentally send a picture of like a headstone or a cup?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, run.
Oops. Nope, not that.
Grandma's not on this text, right?
Yeah. But so I send it. And so the first one is like, somebody says, wow. Somebody says, good job. Somebody says this. Somebody says that. Somebody asked me a question. There's like 8 responses, ping, 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 ping. And I'm like, I just typed, thanks.
I thought you were going to do the thing where someone like sees a group text going on and then they get their own thing on it. Grandma's all set. Oh, that looks great. Hey, great job. Hey, that's going to be work out really far. Oh, yeah. By the way, did anyone ever get Grandma's apple pie recipe? And then suddenly it turns into that. And now you've done your thing, but it's like
right.
Ping, 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 ping. And you're like, I thought she used Ritz crackers in that mock apple pie kind of thing. And you're like, I don't care.
And ain't that great too when there's like just phone numbers? You're like, I don't even know this guy.
Right. Just
because you know both of us, don't include us in the same text, you know? So yeah, you got people responding and you're like, who dis? You know? Right. But how about you? How was your week? Anything interesting?
No, nothing happened at all.
No?
I did a show at the Comedy Shrine on Tuesday.
Well, I was just saying you had a big week for that.
That was fun.
Yeah.
We met an audience member named Beth Hand.
Oh, tell me.
She does similar jobs that Brian does.
Nice. Nice.
Brian, what? Honest to God, we found out through the process of at least 4 comedians ahead of me that a woman in the audience who couldn't keep her mouth shut, her first name was Beth, her last name was Hand, and that she was a dog groomer. During my set, I stopped in the middle of a joke that people saw going one way. I turned to her and I said, Beth, real quick, I got a cockapoo. How much for one of your famous Beth Hand jobs? Without a beat. Didn't miss a beat. She's like $60. I don't think she got the assignment.
Did the rest of the room get it?
Oh, they did. Very much so. Yeah, that was fun. That was a good. I want to thank Tom. He's one of our sponsors, the Angry Gym Teacher. You can find his stuff. Search that online. You can go right to his shop, buy some stuff. I bought some. I showed that to my mom, and suddenly we're supporting Tom's whole Christmas, I think.
Yeah, that's your
it was funny. Like he
Yeah.
he had to drop out. He's like, hey, does anyone want to do it? And I reached out and I was like, hey, I can do it. He's like, cool, I've seen you before. I don't have to vet you. And that's the thing is he's like last minute, I don't have to find, I know I can trust you.
Right.
And then that day, like some of the stuff my mom ordered, and I was like, look, Tom, karma showed up in the mail.
Yeah.
But that was a good time and had fun. And then I was at Kenosha with John DeCoste last night. We're going back up again tonight. So I am tired.
Oh, I can imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got home probably about midnight, got to your house around 8. So you guys can do the math on that.
Yeah.
Because Damon doesn't live 5 minutes from my house.
No, about 45-minute ride, probably.
That's a scoot, as someone would say once in a while. But I wouldn't, because that's a dumb way to say it. How far a trip is.
Hey, Mac, you got something else?
Oh, yeah, I also forgot that I'm covering for someone at work, and I make this joke that my coverage now goes from Northbrook, Illinois, north and east somehow. West, it goes to Cedar Rapids, and south, it now goes to Cape Girardeau, Missouri.
Really?
And people are like, well, what part is Cape Girardeau? I'm like, you know that part that kind of looks like a weird like testicle bag at the end of Missouri that just kind of hangs down? That's where Cape Girardeau is. All the way underneath the belly, the gut of Illinois. Because you know Illinois looks like a fat man turned to the side?
Right.
I know what that looks like, so I can claim that.
You're in the mirror. Here's my Illinois impression.
Right. And I was like going through some like the way that works fiscal year works. The quarter ends in November.
Okay.
So I was looking over some deadlines, and I was like, oh, there's some stuff due the first week of December, and it's in Springfield, Illinois. So this one day this week, I drove to Springfield, did some work, and drove home.
Did you eat anywhere when you were there?
No, I didn't have time.
Damn it.
However, what really sucks is apparently the Wienermobile was at Cozy Drive-In.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I was like,
So you could have killed two birds with one stone.
I could have had a hot dog sandwich and a corn dog.
Well, they're not sandwiches, but other than that, yeah, you're fine. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Mac, how about your week?
Actually, I was at the Fox Valley Mall last weekend. I saw the Comedy Shrine in there for the first time.
Isn't that place wild?
I was wondering. I was like, wait, is this the place that he's talking about? And I realized that to scale, life-size Simpsons, real creepy.
Yeah.
They got him in the window there.
Did you see
and,
Did you go in and look at the museum itself?
No, we didn't have time. We were there kind of close.
Because they have life-size to scale from the waist up of Doc and Marty in one of the
really?
cases, and they're like lifelike.
Well, they keep them in a case for people like Wilson, so they don't walk out with them. That's why. Yeah.
If anyone's wondering, my name is not Wilson for this bit.
I go by Ted. Is that all you did? Went to the mall?
we were out there because I bought that light that you see up there. There's the Procam store.
Well, I'm sure
there.
people on the podcast can
Yeah.
enjoy looking at that light too. Yeah. No,
Yeah,
that seems
I'll
good.
describe
It'll
it for you.
I'll put it in the picture.
It's square
Yeah.
and it's bright.
Let me narrate. He points.
Oh wait, can we do the disc? Like you to the Disco Inferno that you had the other day? Like you put up one of them Tic Tacs or one of them Instagrammas.
You did TikTok?
You
Not
did
me.
something. It was a reel or something. I thought you had like the lights going and it was all.
Oh yeah, that was on Instagram.
Psychedelic.
Yeah,
Oh,
that was
Instagram.
when I was
Okay.
messing with that. Yeah, that was the cop light.
Well, you're
The
definitely
rollers.
upgrading the studio here. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. I mean, I feel like I'm being interrogated, but
Right.
other than that, yeah, I'm all right.
He bought a light. He still has a questionable 1955 refrigerator.
That's going. I'm
And,
replacing it with a mini fridge.
It's
And
going on
his
its own.
HVAC is a little questionable too. But
Yeah.
we got a
There is
square
none.
light up in the.
Yeah. You might want to save some AC money and
It honestly looks like one of those things you put outside to catch mosquitoes.
yeah. I was thinking it was a Lite Brite. If we had some pegs, we could just start putting stuff in it. It's
Please
a
don't
square
put
light,
holes in
you know. Please don't put holes in it.
Like
He
if I
says.
immediately go seriously, please don't.
I got thumbtacks. They're
don't-
already red. Look,
I
Put
put
them
it up.
down.
I don't want to go back to the mall. Please don't put holes in it.
Well, even when he said he went to the mall, because most people aren't doing that.
What
They're
day were you
shopping
there? I
from
was
home.
there Tuesday. I didn't see you.
It was Saturday.
That's not the same day, Mac.
Maybe it was Friday.
Saturday.
I will say, like,
wait, today's
comedy or
Friday.
not, if you were interested in like, they do stand up, they do improv. It's a great place for that. But also, if you were in the mall, you can just go in and look at their museum of comedy stuff, and it is
It's awesome.
stand up comedians, TV shows, movies, all kinds. I mean, the amount of stuff they have in there. And apparently, that's just a fraction of what they actually own. It's a fun trip. Just go in there, take 10 minutes, look at it. Now, don't go like at the nighttime. Because if you do, they will make you go to a show. That happened. Some people just walked in on Tuesday. They were just looking at the museum part and like, we got a show right now. You want to come in? Here's some tickets. Go in. And then they got them in there and like, by the way, there's a 2-drink minimum.
Yeah.
That's posted clearly outside.
Well, why would they give us a free show? Because we're going to get money off your drinks
Right.
or M&Ms. You can buy candy.
But it's
whatever.
very nostalgic. Anything
it's
that
really
you
cool.
grew up with, no
And-
matter what age you are.
They've added more stuff since you've been there.
Really?
Yeah, I walked in and I was like, I don't remember this.
Yeah. So like I said, no matter what age you are, you could be 25 and you're gonna recognize most of the stuff in that room, you know. But when you're 45, you recognize everything in that room. It's pretty cool.
You're 45.
Huh?
4, 5, 6.
Mid 40s. Yeah, mid
4,
40s.
5, 6.
So can I do something that's kind of off track that we haven't done in a long time?
I don't know if you know this. This is our podcast.
Yeah.
We can do whatever.
So I have
Newsflash, this is our podcast.
Don't-
We can do whatever we want.
Don't do the voice. You can do the Canadian guy.
Newsreel at 11.
So I have a business idea.
Oh,
I haven't had one in a long time, but I think this is going to be right up Max, in Mac's wheelhouse, right up
I was
his
like-
alley.
I was like, where are we putting
Yeah,
this?
right up Mac's wheelhouse.
Right up Mac's back alley. Creeping around my back door.
So, I want to make an app for the phone, a game app, because Angry Birds is huge. They're even in commercials now. Have you seen that? Like they have Angry Bird commercials.
Drops an app from 400 years ago. Angry Birds is huge out here. They got
Yeah.
birds that are huge.
So, Mac, me and you, we cut out Wilson. We do pissed off chickens instead of
Well,
Angry Birds.
So you want to do like an Aldi version of Angry Birds?
I want to do pissed off chickens. Here's what we do. We hurl them. This is totally different. We hurl them with a slingshot, okay, at raccoons and poorly built wooden fences.
So for 5 seconds, I actually thought you might have had a real business idea, but this is literally just a bit on how you're going to rip off Angry Birds.
No, I think this would work because I think here's what you do. Whatever Angry Birds charges, we do.
If we don't,
what if it were in VR and you threw the chickens by hand?
Oh, that Max already made it much better.
Okay, so I like so it's not an app; it's an actual video game.
No, you can actually use VR with your.
Can you use it with your phone?
Yeah.
Okay. So I like where you're going here.
We could get it in the Facebook metaverse. They're looking for 3D games for Facebook.
If we don't call this like chuckin' cluckin' or something,
cluckin' chuckin'.
Yeah, cluckin' chuckin'. There you go. We had to workshop that one. It's been a while. I haven't had to make a business name.
I know another word when you're not good at it, you could put in front of it.
Right.
Cluck Norris.
Okay. Cluck Norris.
I mean, that's one of the characters.
Yeah.
Clearly. I mean,
you have to unlock him though. You're gonna have to pay a lot of 99-cent upgrades. Okay, you're really gonna have to unlock him. But you see where I'm going with this.
And you got Cluck Rogers. I mean, that's the space theme one.
And then could you have Coley McCluckin? You could have him too.
Yeah, that's when you're in the house by yourself and you're defending it from the trash pandas that are trying to get in.
They're at the windows. They're at the door. Hey,
they're a window to the wall. I wish I didn't have coffee in my mouth.
I know.
Like, oh, that's the thing. He's doing the thing.
Yeah, you put the cup back too fast. I'm like, oh no. But so I think that should be something that we should work on. That I really.
I got a guy. I'll talk to him.
You got a guy?
Yep.
Does he have startup capital?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Interesting. We're in the high number of episodes. You did business ideas for months.
Yeah.
Just now finding out. Max got a guy
with startup capital.
He for 3D games for the metaverse specifically.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so you have a specific guy.
Oh, okay. Well, hey, just so you know, timestamp this because it's copyrighted by me and patent pending. So
you're going to change a little bit more. Because I think we are literally making money for the Angry Birds people right now.
Right.
They're just going to release a new skin.
Yeah, literally and click, copy, paste, and money.
Yeah, and money. And we're still like, how do we get this off the ground?
And cha-ching.
Yeah. So, but hey, I thought pissed off chickens. I mean, I like yours though too. The cluckin' chuckin'. That's pretty good.
Yeah,
that's pretty good. So maybe we do instead of a slingshot where you pull it back, maybe do a catapult. Then you change it. Then it's totally different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
in VR, you could put the chickens in the catapult and then have to grab the catapult.
I don't think I could play VR because I have really bad like I won't say vertigo, but I get tripped out.
Yeah.
I'd be one of them people you see running into the wall when they're running from the guy shooting at him behind them.
Mac, how much to get a setup in here?
I'd have to get rid of the table, but
yeah,
worth it.
Ted's like, we're going to start him right outside the brick wall.
Yeah, you got walls outside, man.
From the ceiling.
No, but I've seen a lot of videos of those fails where people do that. They'll have it on, and again, they'll throw something through the TV. They'll kick the TV.
Yeah,
and there's people watching, filming it.
Here's the thing. Right. I and this isn't me bragging on myself, Ron. That's fine.
Yeah.
I have amazing reflexes. But apparently no one else. I'm serious, Mac. I swear to God, if I saw someone going to my TV, I would be able to grab their shirt before they got there.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Because you can see on the screen what they're about to do. Yep. Like, it's not news.
Someone's videotaping it.
It is not news.
There's another person there that could yell, stop.
Right.
Collaborate
and listen.
And
I suspect.
The other thing you could do, honestly, if you're in VR, you could close your eyes. See, there's the first.
Yeah, but I'm saying there's a person videoing, but there's also people right next to the guy laughing.
Yeah.
And you see him, he's usually on the edge of a plank on a building or something.
Yeah.
He's about to jump.
Yeah.
You can see what is on the screen. You can see in his head what's going on, and you're like, oh, I think everything's fine. Everything's great. Next thing you know, that guy's crashed through your 80-inch TV, and you're like, oh,
right.
How did this happen?
Well, I remember one of our outings that I think Carly suggested it was going to do a VR thing. Or maybe you suggested it. I don't know that it's like a Call of Duty, but it was like a military game or something where we could play in the same team and do that. And I'm like, there's no way I could do that.
I want to do it. I want to see you fail.
I'd be the live action guy jumping in the corner. You know what I mean? Where it's like the guy doesn't know how to use a controller.
Hey, this is bull. That guy can't jump in real life.
Yeah. We need to measure that vertical. I think this is really playing him up a little. But no, I couldn't do that. It's same with I don't think they have it open anymore at Disney, but they have a lot of places that have the virtual rides. You can create your own roller coaster. You know what I mean? And you can do that stuff. Yeah. And then you basically sit in a tube and they spin the crap out of you, while you're riding. Because people are like, oh, I want 27 corkscrews right here. And then we're going to go 6 miles in the air and come down, and that's what it does in the booth.
Right. Well, that's what I feel like when people play video. I mean, I feel like an old man right now, but when people play video games, like when they're playing the Call of Duty or the Fortnite, if I'm playing it, I can draw a mental map. Mm-hmm. But when I'm watching someone else and they're going through like the burned up buildings and up and down and turning the corners and in the corridors and around, and I'm like, how do you know where you are? I have no idea what's going on.
Right.
So I can relate to that part. Like if I'm doing it myself and I'm the one controlling it, I can figure it out. But I'm just watching someone else and they're like quick reaction and everything. I have no idea what's going on. I would literally be like, and dead.
Really?
Yeah. I wouldn't be able to do it.
And see, I enjoy like watching Chuck plays those. One of my buddies that's my age, he played them for a while.
4, 5, 6.
Yeah, and I go over there and watch. It's like watching a movie. I can't play it with you.
Well, because the
graphics are so good.
Other games like that, when it's not like point of view,
yeah,
it's not for that. If it's other stuff, like people like, how can you watch people play video games? But you're right, it's like watching the movie.
Yeah. Yeah. It's the same thing because I'll literally catch Chuck in the morning before school. I hear something and I'm like, are you watching a guy play Madden? He's like, yeah. Well, he's like watching a football game and he's getting the guy commentary on it, And,
that's the thing is like you watch it for the person talking, not like because I can't just watch any of those videos. Mm-hmm. But if you get someone who's actually making some funny comments and doing some entertainment while that's going on, and I totally get that.
Yeah. Oh, you're going to put up VR fails? Yeah, well, this guy.
Yeah, see, there's no one around that guy. Well, there's a guy right there.
There's 3 guys. And
that guy saw what was happening.
So there's 4 guys because there's 2 in the video and there's another one filming. And they're looking. And
they're on a plank, on a building.
Yeah.
You know what the next step is.
She's walking a steel beam. And
he's holding her 4 seconds before she jumps.
And they're holding her. And then all of a sudden, when she falls, she looks to the side and she starts falling. And she jumps headfirst into the drywall. She missed the TV. But she jumps headfirst into and they're all laughing.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, they didn't ruin my TV. Maybe that's funny. But if they put a hole in my drywall, I'm still pissed.
Yeah. It's easier to replace the TV.
Well, you just hang a picture over the
Could
drywall.
Could you aim for the TV?
Yeah.
Now I got to get a guy out and I got to get another guy.
But you're right. There's so many people that can stop that from happening. I couldn't do it because my vertigo, I would kick in and I would be, I'd be dizzy and have a headache.
My dad was alive, so this is 2 decades ago. I did it early, and there was one of the ones they strap you in, and the floor is like,
okay,
run on it.
Yeah,
but it was all like Atari graphics. So you get in there, and it's just like block shapes and stuff. And it was this is the worst.
Really?
And my dad was like, I couldn't follow what was going on. I was like, I was in it, and I have no idea what was going on, man. It was
really, yeah. No, like I said,
but I have played. Like I was when I did the 2 for the Table podcast recorded over there. Christine from that podcast has the Oculus, and we did Beat Saber and some other stuff.
Okay.
And that was fun. That was cool. I enjoyed that. But it wasn't like this where you're on like, hey, you know what? Let's put grandma on a pretend building 85 stories in the air and hopefully she doesn't break a hip.
Yeah.
Like 1 inch from the ground. Like I don't get. Like, like even before you put that headset on, grandma's going to freak out when she gets in the virtual world. It looks like she's on a skyscraper.
Well, so the one thing that I wanted to do,
be a success.
Yeah. Failed epically. But anyway.
Back.
Yeah. Oh, he said something funny about Damon and ignorant. Yeah. That's proven true. You can't handle the truth, big guy. Yeah. But no, I wanted to wear my GoPro to put it on like a headlamp, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And literally go to Disney and just walk around. Because I wanted that for when I do my tread flicks. I would love to walk on my treadmill because Peloton, I mean, all of them, they've nailed it where they're sending you through the ruins of Egypt and they're sending you through this and you're doing this. It's very cool because you feel like you don't have to watch TV, but you're watching your scenery change.
Right.
Okay. So I really thought that'd be neat to see something I want to see. Well, now go figure. Somebody came out with a game. I don't know which game it is, but they actually have Disney World on it. And so you can you're walking through it. Now, I don't want to really play that game, but I'm thinking to myself, maybe I want one of those and get on the treadmill, you know what I mean? And just walk. And every time you look a different direction, I don't know if it would know you're walking though. You might have to have a controller, and that's why I said, I just wanted a video of me walking at my pace. I normally walk on the treadmill, and let the scenery change and look at stuff I would look at, I just, from my point of view, I thought that'd be kind of neat, but they have it for everywhere else.
Yeah. Do you want to flash pictures of the eating establishments in Disney while you're on the treadmill.
And here is where you get the hot dogs.
And here's where you get the LaFru's brew. Just pop that up real quick. That's at Gaston's.
How did you gain weight on the treadmill? How did that happen?
I wanted the experience.
And where the hell did this kayak come from?
I can't return this. There's a cake crammed into it. They're not going to take back a cake kayak.
Yeah, where the hell did that kayak? Oh, man. But no, I thought I'd throw that out. I like where you're going, Mac. I think we do the VR thing. Clucking chucking VR. And this whole meta thing, I'm reading a little bit more about it. It's pretty crazy.
Do you think we could have a delivery service where we deliver cakes on rivers and kayaks?
We could call it
kayak.
We could call it Deliverance. Just play banjos in the background. Your cake is here, sir. Your cake is here.
We would like you to squeal like a pig while you eat it.
I'd like you to eat it with your pretty mouth. I'm just going to sit here while you eat that cake.
That's purty. Don't Google it.
Yeah, don't Google it.
Hey, Siri.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Hey, Siri, Deliverance.
It comes up with Uber Eats, number one. You know, it's like
one of the joys of not having Apple products in my house.
Yeah, well, you could say, "Hey Google," too. You could do that. You know, have we done Alexa yet?
No, please don't.
Oh, because a lot of people got those. Yeah, we haven't done that one yet either.
We have caused multiple car collisions in this.
Yeah. So hey, how about if you got anything else? I'll do a strange story.
Yeah,
I'll hop into a strange story. Yeah. So we have a couple from last week that we didn't do, but I found a couple more that might even top them. So we have the world's richest dog selling his $32 million Miami villa. Remember we talked about that last week? We didn't do it. Okay. We have I believe they're the 6 most useless animals on the face of the earth. Yeah.
One of them is a Damon.
We're hunting the Damon. We have placed a kayak of cake.
Yeah, I'm going there.
We believe he'll come down for a drink and a kayak full of cake.
What we don't know is if he's going to go for the blue-eye cake or the red-eye cake.
Yeah.
So we put both.
Yeah.
Team A is over by the blue-eye cake.
Right.
Team B is with the red-eye cake. We go to the scene already in progress.
Yes. Oh, it appears he's been harpooned and he's covered in frosting.
Damon just went straight to Jewel. We didn't see that coming.
He said he wanted ice cream to go with the cake.
Yeah. Team C found him in the
bakery aisle. Found him at Cold Stone.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like to think outside the box.
Right. No, you don't. No, you don't. Hey, man, we can both do voices, man.
Nope.
But yeah, 6 animals so pathetic, you can't help feeling sorry for them.
One of them is still called.
That would be great, though. What if I was like the one that stung Irwin and killed him? You know what I mean? He reached for my cake, and I just stabbed him.
He was in water. Yeah, just popped up. No, Duke. Just like went back down. What do we do? Just say it's a stingray. We can't tell him it was a fat man in a kayak eating cake.
Yeah.
He'll never live that down.
And that was a plastic fork. You know what kind of force he had to use to get that in there?
We'll never get anything for the foundation we tell him was a fat man eating cake.
So here's one of the 2 that might top those stories. Bomb squad called to defuse World War II cannon shell removed from man's anus. I like that one. That's a personal favorite of mine. And then, sorry, because this is a long story. It looks like I have to scroll to my next headline, which is Blizzard traps group in UK pub for 3 nights.
Would be great if it's you open that article and you sit there and it's literally just like a cookies and cream Dairy Queen Blizzard sitting outside. I don't know what that is. We don't have those over here. Yeah. I'm not going out. What is that thing?
They set a Blizzard right outside the door.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute.
Is that a bomb from someone's anus?
I saw the guy turn it upside down and it didn't even fall out of the cup.
That is wizardry and I want no part of it. You take your Harry Potter stuff and you get out of here.
Who's the warlock that left a blizzard on this?
I don't remember the exact headline, but the anus thing that you were talking about. But
yeah,
this reminded me of something that happened this week when I was in Springfield.
Yeah.
Right, so I drive all the way to Springfield. I get there. There's a few customers. People are busy. I'm like, I'll help this person. Literally wants to laminate an article about the explosion at the Joliet Arsenal plant.
Okay.
Remember, I'm in Springfield.
Right.
She's like, do you know about this? And I was like, I look at it. I'm like, well, son of a gun, I do, lady. And she's like, really? No one around here knows about it. I'm like, I believe it because this is really obscure. I grew up 8 feet from where this
Yeah,
happened.
yeah. We live there.
Yeah.
Some of my friends
Yeah.
got arrested for being on that property.
Right. The house I grew up in was built for the people who worked here. This is weird.
Hey,
And
small
then she wanted
world.
to know, well, where do you recommend for lunch? I don't live here, lady. I can tell you Marishka's and Joliet's really good if you want to fire up that way.
Right. Yeah.
Not a sponsor. Call us.
Yeah. Call me.
Or just send some garlic butter. We don't care.
Oh, yeah. That'd be so good. We
Hey,
could
Mac, how long did it take to air this joint out after that? After we just ate poor boys
Yeah.
at your place?
Yeah, we were chowing in here too. That was pretty good.
6 weeks later, people come in and like, what is
that
up
onions?
with that? It smells like an onion dumpster.
Why
in
is
here.
my microphone lubed? Damon's got to stop touching stuff when he's eating.
The next group just sat down in the chairs and whip
Right,
right on.
onto the floor. Right onto the floor.
All right, so it's either
We're gonna do Bomb Squad.
no, we're doing all right.
Bomb Squad.
We didn't even vote. That's what
No.
we're going with.
Yeah. Well, you said you like the anus one. Yes. So everything but the strange stories intro. Gotcha.
Sorry.
We had to cut it short, Dave. We hit all the other buttons.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Do you mind, Dave, that when we call you out whenever you do it, do we have to play your voice, Dave McCauley, from the great
You're still getting
Great White North?
You're
of
still getting a
Canada?
mention. Yeah. So Bomb Squad called to defuse World War II cannon shell removed from man's anus. Okay.
Was this you that put on the social medias? It says emergency room. People would like you to know that nothing accidentally actually gets in your butt.
So here's what's funny. I sent that to you guys as a
Right.
joke. I found this story today. Okay. And I'm thinking to myself.
You're saying it was a personal experience that made you find it originally.
Yeah, I had to wait for the editor to put it out. I was interviewed months ago for this
You were
story.
like, thank God this story popped up.
So, but it says whatever you can usually throw, whatever you find normally in someone's anus, you can usually throw away without getting the military involved. Okay. But in this case, you couldn't.
Hey, real quick, General, we just want to check in you about this zucchini. Stop calling me about zucchinis.
So the staff at,
All right, everyone.
what am I, a farmer?
Yeah, for everyone who doesn't know why I laugh, David literally was looking down at his phone, stared at me in the eyes to say staff.
Yeah.
So staff.
The staff. Now here's it. They might as well call this Worcestershire because it's Gloucestershire. It looks like Worcester.
Gloucestershire.
Yeah.
Okay, so the other one, Worcestershire.
Worcestershire. But I thought
That's how
that
you
was-
say it. Nope, that's how you say it.
I
Worcestershire.
agree to disagree. Potato.
Um,
Potato.
Yeah, this is the guy that can't say mashed potatoes.
I like anything with
Worcestershire.
anything that ends in tatas. I like mashed patatas.
You guys got that on tap? That was your joke. Still.
Yeah. Okay, so the staff at the Royal Hospital, named after Worcestershire sauce or whatever it's called, were in for a surprise when a local man showed up in considerable pain. He was asked where it was hurting. The unsurprisingly anonymous gentleman indicated towards his lower regions. Okay, first off, I think you can tell him directly where it's hurting.
I have a spot of bother in my nethers.
Yeah, in my Netherlands. Have you ever been to the Netherlands? Check for explosives.
I know a bomb that has.
I dropped a bomb on the Netherlands, and now I'm in pain.
Science.
Why did that make me laugh so hard? I don't know.
Don't know.
You're laughing too.
I was in Wisconsin 10 minutes ago.
Right.
That's how my brain is right now.
Right. So science is not in Wisconsin,
No,
so I
God,
understand.
no.
So
A lot of cheese up there, though.
the doctors got to investigating, and sure enough, they discovered a foreign object lodged in the man's rectum.
Wait, but was it from the foreign military or was it a
Right.
was it a homegrown bomb?
Foreign object.
Yeah.
We suspect Al Qaeda.
World War II is probably more Russia, but whatever.
Right. Well, they don't know. They just know it's an object.
This doesn't look like anything our military has made.
When they actually got there, they discovered it was a 57 millimeter World War II era anti-tank shell. I got to think that's pretty big. That's for piercing armor of a tank.
Hold on, I'm gonna.
You Googling
Hey
it?
Google.
Hey, Google.
Hey Google. That is 2.2444 inches.
Okay.
So
All
you
right.
would think that's pretty big.
You know what? I'm going to read this, but I'm going to die laughing in the middle of it because I just read it. The guy said he found the shell when he was having to clear out his stuff. He put it on the floor, then slipped and fell on it, and it went up his ass.
Right. Yeah. Is that guy really good at darts? Because that's an amazing bullseye.
Oh my God.
Oh, you
Wow.
mean old Jerry, the pub dart champion?
Yeah.
I totally buy that story. That guy can hit a bullseye from 400 feet.
Brown?
Yeah.
What?
You need a brown's eye?
Brown's eye. Yeah, he needs a brown's eye. He was in a considerable amount of pain. I think he collected what is this?
Here's what I don't get. Okay, so here's the thing. People have their kinks and they do their thing, right?
Right.
So if you're using some sort of like, I know they found like I mentioned zucchinis earlier and like broomstick handles and stuff. This is literally 2¼ inches.
Yeah.
What goes through your mind? You're like, you know what? I bet this will fit in my butt.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what has to happen, right? That's
Yeah.
the only thing. There's no way that accidentally fell in his butt.
Well, and that's not the first thing, because you don't start with a military grade weapon.
Right.
Okay. Generally, you've trial and errored with
You know
other
what?
stuff.
I like the shape and the slickiness of this.
Yeah.
I don't understand that at all.
But
You know, there has to be that point where it's like, where it goes like past the point of no return. Whoop. And you're like, oh no.
yeah.
Oh no.
Reminds me of an eel story. You
Yeah.
can put a leash on him, but it just doesn't hold
Yeah.
him. Yeah. But it says the doctors couldn't exactly leave the shell in the man's butt. But here's the thing. They couldn't know if it was about to blow up the man's rectum and everything else in a 50-foot radius. Okay. So naturally, the hospital called the appropriate authorities. Police confirmed there was a report that the patient had presented with the munition in his rectum. Wow. So they have high explosive stuck in someone's butt is a bit of a scope of regular police operations. As such, the cops in turn contacted the 11th Explosive Ordnance Disposal Regiment of the British Army.
Yeah, I was gonna say, did they have to get one of those like bomb disposal robots?
Yeah.
And they send it in there, and it's like, no, I won't do this. No.
So
I don't know what to do. I'm using the controller. I can't get the button.
the guy's grabbing his boots like, I got another shitty assignment today. You know what I mean? He's like, sucks.
Come on, C-3PO. We got to get in someone's butt.
So, yeah. Even the dog's like, I know it's in there. We're good. The dog's not sniffing. We're good.
Please pray for Mojo.
But it says when the bomb experts were on their way, the doctors concentrated removing the shell from the poor man. So they were already operating on him.
Yeah.
Which I'm assuming it's not like, hey, it's not a magnet. It's like, hey, we're going in. So anyway, it was a very careful operation. They pulled out the weapon of ass destruction. That's a great line.
Yeah,
Whoever
nice.
wrote this, that's a great line. Luckily for everyone involved, there was no danger because it said when the bomb squad arrived, they identified the shell as a non-explosive tank round. So it was basically a heavy lead tank or a heavy lead that was meant to just pierce and not explode. Let's see here.
You picture that robot from Lost in Space, just standing in the corner. No danger, Will Robinson. No danger.
No danger. This is a great quote. It was a solid shot round, a chunky, pointed lump of lead designed to rip through a tank's armor. It was basically an inert lump of metal, so there was no risk of life. Okay.
Now, here's the thing. If it ended up like pierced into his ass cheek, I'd believe it.
Well, because here's the thing.
Because you could fall into that and get impaled by something, sure. But the fact that it whoop right up the,
It says he could have easily died if the shell had pierced his intestines, which is true.
Yeah.
Because doesn't that release a
Probably lead
toxin into your
poisoning,
body and you'd be done. You'd be done.
Maybe is he Luke Skywalker? Because I know that guy can shoot womp rats no bigger than 2 feet. Back home. He blew up the Death Star. We got him.
Yeah. Mac had a chuckle. You should see what this guy can do with ping pong balls. So anyway, a range of objects. Yeah.
Thoop. Where are those coming from? I can see his hands. Where? Thoop.
This guy is legendary at beer pong. Just nobody will drink after it.
Do I have to drink it? I'll do anything you want. I just don't want to drink that beer.
Right. Man, I hate playing him. He's so good. Then he's on the dartboard. No, I'm not pulling your darts off the board. Let's see here. It was a curiosity. Then eventually that made him, he says he put it on the floor. He walked, he slipped, he fell on it. We've already had this speech about,
Right.
with eels and everything else. It is what it is. But basically this thing is like from 1942 and it's
It'd be great. Sir, we have to, I'm sorry, we have to take you into custody. Why? Well, you defaced
yes.
like a historic object.
Right.
Actually, you didn't deface it. You anused it.
Yeah. Well, then you tell him, you go, bad news is that was wrapped in asbestos and you're not supposed to be anywhere near that. So was it the lead poisoning? It was the asbestos because it was 1942 and that was allowed.
Yeah, your butthole now has mesothelioma.
But I know
you might be entitled to a
I was
conversation.
going to say, yeah, you might want to call 222-2222 and talk to Glenn Lerner and see what happens. Yeah. Call me, Glenn. Call me. Yeah, call me. But anyway, yeah, it just basically says those were used to pierce tanks. And it pierced.
Do we know how we got it?
Huh?
How we found the
No,
bullet?
apparently it was memorabilia that he had.
Yeah,
And
right.
that was, he had the memorabilia. He was cleaning stuff out. He set it on the floor. Of course, point up, I'm
Right.
sure.
Yeah, sure.
You know what I mean? And then, I don't know, maybe he had Marishkas and touched the floor and slipped. I don't know how
I've
that
been
works.
dreaming of this moment since 1942. I finally found you again, bullet. You see this bullet? I had this crammed up my butt. It's like the Pulp Fiction, you know?
Think of the Great War story, though. He's telling his grandkids, they pulled this out of me, you know.
And then someone in the other room
and I
was
lived.
like, George, they did it 2 weeks ago. We all read the article. You were born in 1962.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, they pulled this out of me and I survived. Did you get a Purple Heart? No, I got a red anus.
I got a red anus. And not a big doctor's bill because they have social medicine over. Maybe they're more experimental. Maybe that's the downside to socialized medicine. They're more experimental over there.
Right.
Like
yeah.
I could put whatever I want in my butt. I don't get charged for them to pull it out.
Right. What if that gets stuck? Dude, I got coverage.
Dude, NHS.
I got
National Health System. We got that covered, man.
I got coverage, man. That is pretty wicked.
Yeah.
So, but no, I'm
I'm gonna say that out loud. That's gonna be an argument in Congress 4 years from now. Well, why can't we have socialized medicine? People will just put whatever they want in their butt, and we'll have to pay to remove it.
right.
We can't have that. Have you met people in this country?
Right.
We cannot have that.
First off, there's so many slips and falls. We cannot risk people getting stuff in their butt and coming in
People
here.
will pay $75,000 now to get stuff removed from their butt. Imagine if it's free. They turned all like the closed down Sears into just anus removal because there's so many people. It's free.
Hey, but 3 months out of the year, it's Spirit Halloween. Okay. Yeah.
You got to take all the cylindrical objects out of your house in like late August. Why?
Right.
Hey, it turns into a spirit, man. I can't have that in my butt until November.
They already put the banner up. We can't perform anything here. Okay. So I'm just sorry. They put the banner up. It's legit. So
They should just put a permanent sign up there and just like turn the lights on, like Spirit Halloween / ass.
the guy pulls in the parking lot on like September 29th and he's like, oh yeah. And then the sign flips like your Marshaloni sign.
Well, it's one of those ones, you know, have you ever seen the open signs that slide from open to nope? You just slide the end. So it literally slides from spirit to spelunking.
Yeah.
Wait, is it spelunking time or spirit time? It's spirit time. Oh no!
Oh, cool. I want to be a princess. Yeah. Yeah, no, but that's the first thing I thought of when you're like, we could turn them, but they're busy being Spirit Halloween stores at least 3 months out of the year. You know, that's how it works. Same with Toys R Us. You know what I mean? Anything that we grew up with is now a Spirit Halloween store. So imagine when the mattress firm goes under. Holy crap, there's going to be a ton of those. But no, you're correct. That would probably not hinder anybody from experimenting.
It became covered, fully covered. So you're saying
what's funny is they're going to just issue punch cards. So like after 9 of them, the 10th one's free.
no,
you know?
after 9 of them, the 10th one costs you money.
The 10th one costs. It's like, man.
Oh no, is this my Subway card or is this my butt stuff card?
Yeah.
One of them's free.
Either way, I'm
Either way,
I'm getting a foot long. $5
I was just saying either
copay. $5 copay.
I was gonna say either way, well, I'm getting a stomach ache. But I like yours much better. I will give you credit for that.
Jared's like, finally something I can get behind here with this punch card.
Oh no!
I did go there. Timestamp.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Seriously, because Jared went places we can't even talk about. On
no,
this.
correct. Yes, correct. Oh man, that was pretty fun.
Yeah,
I'm glad we picked
turned that corner as no one saw.
I'm glad we picked the UK anus story. That was pretty good.
Yeah, we put that on the floor and slipped right on it. Turned it into gold.
No garlic butter needed. We were solid.
I really want Marishkas.
Huh?
When did that place open? Why do we start so early?
Damn you. So so we'll keep the VR thing on the back burner.
And don't forget, this episode is brought to you by a giveaway by Mr. Sloan's book.
Hey, you're welcome, Mr. Sloan. We wanted to include you in one of our best episodes. So, by the way, if you're still listening, you should have stopped a long time ago. So, but no, we will put out the video for that. We're going to do some kind of year-end thing too. We're not quite sure what yet, but it will be coming, and we'll put a video out for that as well. We appreciate everybody. What are we, Ted? We're over a year and a half into this now. We're quite a ways. We started on April 24th, my wedding anniversary.
Oh, that's right. I was like, you should know the date.
Yeah. So we're 4 months shy. So we're like a year and 8 months.
Right, but we lost a month for something.
Wait a minute. Hey, we're 20 months old. We're 20 months old, Ted.
You're going to be one of those people?
Yeah.
How old's your baby? Oh, he's like 175 months old.
Yeah.
So he's like 40? Like, I don't know what that means.
But
but don't forget, we are giving away the book, Searching for the Cashews in a Can of Mixed Nuts.
Yep. A mug.
A mug, coffee.
Yep.
Book by A.G. Sloan. He has 2 other books. Make sure to check those out. But remember, we are going to post something on social media. And obviously, if you're listening to this sometime in 2025, you lost out. Go to Amazon and buy the book.
Right.
You still want to get it. You just won't get the free one.
He still wants to sell it.
Yeah.
Okay. Doesn't matter what year it is. He still wants to sell the book.
Or I don't know what's going to happen in 2025. Maybe it's Spirit Halloween / Amazon. Buy the book. Searching for the Cashews in a Can of Mixed Nuts.
They already put up the banner.
Yeah,
it's legit. Where do they find us, Ted?
They can find us at Spirit Halloween, thatchecksout.net. Just kidding. They can find us at checksout.net. All the socials at thatchecksout.WDT. I do not hear the music. There it is.
Yeah.
WDT stands for With Damon and Ted. I am Ted. That makes him Damon, coming to you from Audiohive Podcasting Studio. Anything
Soon
you
to
want to
be
say?
a spirit store.
Yeah, soon to be Spirit Audiohive. Anything to say about that, Mac? Wait, what? All right, thank you, everybody. We'll hear you next time. You'll hear us next time.
Yeah, you did it twice wrong.
I do that every time.
Yeah.
It's my thing now.
It's your thing.
I slipped on it. I put it down on the ground. And it just slipped right in.
My new thing is I like to make mistakes.
That's not new for you.
I'll give it up for Lent.
Hey, Marishka's opens at 11.
Can we do a double?